The group I focused on for my photo story is my paternal family, the Benham and Humphrey family. The most common setting this group meets in is Scituate, Massachusetts. This group primarily meets on holidays, birthdays, and other celebrations. This group meets together as a whole about 8 times a year. Due to conflicting schedules, not every member is always able to be present for all of the group meetings. There are 12 members within this group. My grandmother, who we call Grandma, is my dad's mother. Within my family, there is my mother Carol and father Tom. I have 3 siblings. My brother Cam is 24 years old, my sister Avery is 12, and Emery, who is 10. Within a group of this size, there are many varying roles present. My aunt serves as a coordinator of the group. According to Cole, the group coordinator clarifies relationships among various ideas. My aunt is the one who always prioritizes family time and making everyone feel special, whether that be through gifts or acts of services. For every group meeting, my aunt coordinates the food, time, place, and invitations. Without this role, a majority of our group meetings would not take place. My Uncle Jonathan serves as a harmonizer. According to Cole, the harmonizer mediates the differences between other members. My uncle is a harmonizer because his main goal in every group meeting is for everyone to get along and enjoy themselves. My grandma is a standard setter. Our grandmother has always been someone we have looked up to because of how much she has accomplished in her life. Being a single mom to my father and aunt, she sets the standards high for how to raise a family. My grandmother is primarily what brings this group together, because as she gets older, it is important to spend as much time we have left with her as possible. According to Cole, norms are present in every group. They incorporate certain attitudes and standards of behavior that are acceptable to the group. My aunt, dad, and grandmother are the ones who instill these norms within our family. No matter the length of time of seeing each other, everyone greets one another with an equal amount of love and affection. No matter the occasion, we are always taking photos to capture every moment we have together forever. According to Cole, the leader is responsible for establishing explicit group ground rules for the group. The leader of this group, my aunt, encourages this affectionate behavior towards each other. It is also known in this group that my grandmother holds the most importance. My grandmother will always come first since she is the reason this group is together. According to Cole, this is a non-explicit norm which is seldom verbalized. Our family's rituals are what bring us together the most. One ritual we share is celebrating Christmas together every year at the Humphrey family household. Every Christmas, the Humphrey family would host us along with our grandmother. 2 years ago, the Humphreys moved further away and moved into a beach house. Moving to the beach has made our rituals even more special because we end every holiday with a walk on the beach now. A special ritual we do on Christmas is get matching pajamas. We also do the typical Christmas celebration, which consists of gift exchanges and a home-cooked meal. Another special ritual we do every Christmas is reading the book the night before Christmas on every Christmas Eve. No matter what age we are, we continue to read this book to each other as a way to keep our childhood traditions alive. For other holidays, such as Thanksgiving, we also visit the Humphreys' home. A special holiday we started celebrating together as my sisters got older was the 4th of July. Every 4th of July, we watch the fireworks by the water. A newer tradition that has been taking place over the last 3 years is we attend their neighborhood lobster fest. This is where the neighborhood comes together to celebrate the 4th of July with their hand-caught lobsters along with fireworks they set off on their own. Lastly, one of my favorite rituals my cousin and I used to do ever since we were kids was wear matching outfits. Since we are so close in age, we not only consider each other cousins but also best friends. Any chance we got, we would get matching outfits no matter the occasion. A common place this group would meet is Hingham, Massachusetts. However, during the pandemic, my cousins decided to move to a beach town called Scituate, Massachusetts. This location holds a significant change in this group dynamic because it is further away from my family and my grandmother now. However, visiting Scituate feels like a vacation for us since their house is right on the beach. Another place this group meets is Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Growing up, my grandmother would rent a house for both of our families and herself to stay in. Cape Cod holds a special place for this group because it was the only time everyone in the family could all be together at once. As the children got older, they moved, got married, or went to college. Another place this group gathers is Washington, D.C. Gathering here started when the oldest grandchild, Allie, went to college there. Shortly after, my brother also attended college there. Since then, Allie and Cam have permanently moved to Washington, D.C., making it a common meeting grounds for the family. As this group gets older, time serves an important role. Growing up, the group of cousins were close in age, with the biggest age gap being only 6 years apart. However, when I was 10 years old, my first sister Avery was born. bringing a baby into a group of teenage cousins changed the group dynamic because we now had to attend to someone of a much younger age. 2 years later, the age of 12, my second sister Emery was born. Emery and the oldest cousin Allie have an age gap of 17 years. Adding 2 new cousins to the group changed the dynamic of every group meeting because they now had to accommodate babies. For example, our traditional gatherings were often shorter due to the shorter attention span 2 babies had. Before the Humphreys moved, they had a wooden swing outside that we would take photos on together almost every time we were together. This swing served as an important symbol in our family because as we got older, we lost the ability to all fit on it together. Once the Humphreys moved from this house, we no longer had the swing to take photos on, and we are still trying to find a spot to take our traditional photos now. Similarly to the swing, there was this one couch we always took every group photo on that we slowly all stopped fitting on as well. Despite the appearance of it, we are lucky to have had this couch because it gave us years' worth of photos to have forever. Though adding 2 new members to the group caused a major shift in the group dynamic, it brought the group much closer together because we saw each other more often now. Within this group, my aunt serves as a facilitative leader. According to Cole, decisions are made by the group with the facilitator's guidance. This past October of 2022, my grandmother was diagnosed with cancer for the second time. During this time, many important decisions regarding her treatment options were made. My aunt took leadership in deciding those decisions with the input of the rest of the family members. My aunt made these decisions based off the best intentions for my grandmother and the rest of the family. My family members often use verbal and nonverbal communication to show our love and support towards one another. For example, my grandmother loves to send cards to grandchildren for special occasions or just because she was thinking of them. When I graduated high school, my cousin Leah made me a keepsake box with pictures of us all around it. I now keep all my special cards and notes I have received since then in it. According to Cole, sometimes ideas have to be written on cards in order to circumvent the socially stratified rules of verbal communication. An example of verbal communication this group uses is on every Thanksgiving we go around the table and say one thing we are grateful for. As the group continues to go through different life stages, the group serves different meetings to each individual member.